had you ever heard of the May 5th tender before they gave it to you, and what was your reaction when you found out that you were getting it?
No, I really haven't heard of it. Of course, I never heard of it, but the reaction was surprise, of course. But, you know, for me, it was business as usual, man. It's a business at the end of the day.
So you don't feel like you come back with any hard feelings?
No, because business is business, man. I know how this stuff go. I've been having that mindset since my rookie year, really since college, man. I got a business mindset with this, and you got to have that mindset because this is exactly what it is. Yeah, it's football and a game that we've been playing since we was kids, but when you get on this level and college level, you start to realize that it's a business, man, and that's the mindset I keep. So just so I be ready when different stuff like that happens.
Marcus, what was the way free agency went frustrating for you at all? I know a lot of the edge rushers haven't even been signed yet, and maybe the pandemic had something to do with that. But was it frustrating having to wait as long as you did to kind of know where you were going to end up this year?
Of course it was, man. You put in a lot of work during the season, and this is a game where they say if you put the work in, the hard work pay off. The game gonna pay you back in different ways. So of course it was frustrating, but then again, after a while, you go back to that business is business mindset as it is, man, because that's the mindset you got to have in this business, man. And of course, like I said, it was a little frustrating, but you just got to work hard to use everything as motivation.
And what do you think about coming back to the Giants? Is obviously almost a new look team from last year, a lot of new players, completely new coaching staff. Like, how do you feel about being back here?
I feel good. I feel good about being back. It's a good place, man. It's a good place to be able to come back and be able to compete and be able to play ball. Man, at the end of the day, I love playing ball, and that's what I'm about. I love playing ball. I love competing, and this is a situation I'm in right now. So I can't sit back and complain and fuss about it. I got to go out and get it no matter what, and that's the mindset I'm gonna keep. That's just who I am. That's what my parents raised me to be. So, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep my mindset, and if I get the opportunity to do what I got to do, I'm gonna be ready to compete no matter what.
Hey, Marcus, welcome back. Was there any point before they put that tender on you that you thought you would be back with the Giants?
Really, you never know, man. You never know how it go. I went into I done been through free agency before, man, and it didn't go my way the first time around. So I'm the type of guy that when I go through something once, I remember everything that happened during that time. So I really just was open to whatever was going to happen, man. Whatever was going to happen, I was going to be able to go with it. And that was my mindset, really, like I said, because I done been through this before. I know this stuff can be up and down. It can be good for you at one moment, then the next minute it can all change on you. So and that's just how my mindset is. That's where I'm from in St. Louis. That's how it is in St. Louis where I'm from. So you just never know. You got to take it and go with it. So I really wasn't hoping for nothing. Of course, you just go with the flow, and this is how it ended up. So this is what I got to roll with.
But did the Giants show any interest in you early in free agency? Was there any talks about coming back on a long-term deal?
Of course. You seen what I did out there for the Giants, and so of course you want a player to come back and be able to help your team. And be able to get out there and help your team because I showed what I can do. But it didn't work out like that, man. It didn't work out like that. And, but I'm back now, and I'm back on different circumstances, but I'm back. And that's what it's about at the end of the day. And at the end of the day, no matter what, I'm going to be me. I'm going to go out and compete. I'm going to lay it on the line because at the end of the day, I play the game for a different reason. I play the game for my family. I play the game to win, So, and I know what I got to do to be able to play for my family, be able to make my family proud, and I know what I got to do to be able to win and help my team.
Marcus, on a little different topic, you're back with a group that's pretty similar in terms of the edge guys to what it was last year. When most people would have said maybe the pass rush wasn't quite good enough. Do you see reason for optimism, with some of these guys as to why you guys can be better? And maybe specifically with Lorenzo and O'Shane, is it too early, for you to judge any improvement from those two guys?
And they working hard. Zoe and X work hard, man. That's all them boys do. Since I've been with them, since last year when they was young last year, they always working hard. So you got to respect those guys. And, of course, the work they put in, myself, I expect big things from them. I know they working hard and they expect things from themselves. But at the end of the day, you got to be able to, of course, another year in the league, you can always come back better.
In terms of your game, we've obviously seen you play. I'm curious, is there another level that you think you can get to and that maybe people haven't seen yet from Markus Golden?
I don't really think about that. I know one thing I'm gonna do is come out and compete, man. I'm gonna come out and compete. This offseason, I worked real hard to get better. Working hard in these workouts up here to get better. And that's what I'm gonna do every day. At the end of the day, it's football. It's football. You're gonna pad up. You're gonna put your helmet on. You're gonna go out there and go to war. That's what football is, man. So I look forward. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna do this and do that, but I look forward to getting out there and competing. That's what I do. I look forward to getting out there and competing.
The second one, just as a follow-up, it would just be when you look at the playbook of what you have. I know you haven't been in it all off-season virtually, but what do you like about the schemes that Coach Graham is bringing to the table that might differ from what you guys were in last year?
It's still I still be playing a little linebacker, a little bit of defensive end and nickel. It's football at the end of the day. The plays can be this. You can call whatever you want to call, but at the end of the day, you got to know your job and know what you got to do out there. So I ain't really dove in and worried about last year or comparing the two. I'm really just focusing on learning these plays exactly and getting locked in on these plays and then going out there and doing my job. But at the end of the day, it's football. It's football. You can't really make it that difficult. You got to get the play, line up, and know what you got to do. And that's what I'm focusing on, just learning what I got to do out there on the defense and just going out every day and working hard to get better.
Hey, I'm curious. It seemed like last year you were coming in trying to prove that the injury was behind you, that you could get back to that double-digit sack level. How does that change not only with your training and offseason, but just your motivation that you can kind of pick up where you left off after last year?
It's simple. All my years I've been in the league, I've been going hard and competing and making sure I make plays to help my team win. Only time it ain't happened is when I hurt myself. So, like you said, I'm feeling healthy, and I don't really I don't worry about everybody else. I don't worry about, I got to go prove this to this guy. I got to prove this. I'm not worried about that. If you don't know what I can do by now, then you're not even worth proving nothing to. So I focus on proving it to myself. I got a lot of people back home in St. Louis who believe in me. I focus on making them proud still, the same people that's been with me this whole way. So that's what my focus is really proving myself that I'm going to keep working hard to get better. That's what I'm focused on.
Nice. How much more productive was this offseason for you that you weren't necessarily rehabbing an injury and kind of hit the ground running?
Oh, it was really productive because I'm a guy that like to work pass rush by myself. I like to go out and work pass rush by myself a lot. So I got to do that a lot by myself. So that what really felt good, just being able to go to a local park and just have my cones and all my stuff I need and be out there working pass rush by myself. So that was a big step. And then I worked out at PEP out in Arizona, got a lot of great work there. So it was a normal off season for me besides being able to get out there and really work pass rush and overwork it every day. And that's what I got back to. And that felt real good to be able to get back to working pass rush all the time as much as I want.